since I made a video, and there's multiple reasons for this, and one of the big ones that I wanted to talk about actually is in the title of this video, which is depression and paganism, and it is something that drastically affects me. My God, my beard is so long now. It's been a while since you guys have seen me. Look how beautiful it is. It's so beautiful. Also, my hair is a lot longer too. I can't even get it in. Hang on. Okay. I have notes. So you may have noticed that I haven't made a video since April. That is about at the time of this recording. That's what, 3 months or so since I've made a video. Basically, what happens is it's sort of like a this quiet onslaught of just sadness, cluttered mind, paranoia, confusion, despair, because depression isn't just one thing. It's a whole myriad of things. It's a lot of things all at once. And unfortunately, depression sort of kills my willpower. It just sort of zaps me of all my energy. I stopped having a regular workout routine. I stopped working on all my projects, including these videos, with the exception of a few other things. I actually started working with a nonprofit called Bees in the D, which is a Detroit-based nonprofit. Well, they do all sorts of great stuff like conservation and education about bees and ensuring that bees are sort of keeping doing their thing. So I've been doing a lot of that as well, but unfortunately I really miss this. I really miss doing these videos. I really miss editing these videos. I really miss sort of talking to the camera and sharing my experiences in paganism, because I had a lot of fun doing it, and I feel like if you're going to be out you, as a proud pagan, you do have to bring up the difficulties and the challenges that you may face. One of those is the form of mental illness that hinders me, which is depression. And since it kills my willpower, I'm unable to pretty much do anything outside of talking to those I love and dealing with those kind of things. When I had a rigid structure a few months ago, when I was doing these fairly regularly, it makes it a lot easier. Depression doesn't have room for structure like that, and so depression sort of comes in and it takes over, and it removes your ability to think properly. Yeah, before I continue, I just have to point out that I actually sold my camera, my DSLR, because I discovered that my phone, my iPhone 8 Plus, actually has a better camera than that one does. So I was like, why do I have these multiple things if all I'm going to need is... this is so nice. If all I'm going to need is a phone. So here, let me show you. It's like phoneception. So yeah, that was part of it, as well as I just kind of stopped using the camera and I just sort of moved on. So to link this back to paganism beyond just sort of an update about these videos, it also affected my practice, because when it comes to meditation, you kind of have to not have a cluttered mind. You got to be able to kind of control it, and I sort of have to picture my mind around my talker and just sort of wrapping around it and enclosing it and bringing it back in, because it's sort of explosive and it's sort of growing at all sorts of different angles, and it's sort of like this fiery mess. And so really wrapping it back together and holding it into its little spot, keeping the thoughts at bay, essentially. That has been the struggle. Especially when it comes to meditation. It makes it very difficult to do the practice. It makes it very difficult to maintain a daily experience of witchcraft and being pagan. And it is definitely something that only hinders everything. Sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy, where the meditation actually helps keep depression at bay. It helps keep the cluttered mind more stable. It helps stabilize everything. And so as a firm believer in meditation throughout my practice and through the energy work that I deal with that, there's that cluttered mind again. I don't know what I was talking about. damn. I mean, I was still doing things. I was still like connecting. Like I've started doing the Kundalini yoga more and stuff like that. So there are other things that I have been doing that I haven't stopped. It's just that I don't have that routine anymore. And for me personally, routine is actually one of the most important aspects to maintaining a stable mind and a stable thought process in order to achieve the goals that I have. So one of the things that I have started doing as of late is to take that depression, putting it into spells. It's one of the things that I refer to as stopping the wheel of negativity. The wheel of negativity being you're at work and someone there, let's say you're in retail like myself, and someone there is very rude to you and very mean and like really gets on your case about everything, and that negativity sticks to you and it gets into you, and you sort of feel it, and you feel, oh man, I feel crummy, I feel terrible, and then you go and you snap at someone at Taco Bell, for screwing up your order or something, and so you are passing on that negativity onto someone else. One of the things that I admittedly struggle with, but it's this thing I try to do as much as possible, is to stop that wheel of negativity. So whenever anybody is negative to me, or whenever I'm having a negative experience or negative thoughts or negative emotions, I try to turn that around and I try to create good with it. And so I will be even more positive to the next person I see. I want to pass on positivity rather than the negativity. And so that is definitely something that I brought into my practice as well. I usually take like a white candle and I hold it in my hands and I sort of just feel that whatever part of the depression I'm feeling most. Usually it's sadness. Usually it's that despondency. And so I try to take that despondency and I try to just feel that energy flowing from my heart center down my arms and into the white candle, and I just sort of charge it up. I charge up the white candle with that depression, with that sadness, with that unhappiness, with all the things that are negative and all the things that are affecting me badly. And then I light that, I set it down, I breathe into it, I light it, and I just sort of look at the candle and I watch the energy of the depression. I watch the energy of the negativity soak up from the candle into the fire, and allow the fire to purify it, make it better, make it whole. And so transforming that energy from that negative into a positive through the firelight and through the candle, and then through my breath and through my eyes, sucking that energy back into a positive form, and allowing that energy to return to me in a less heavy, less dense, less negative way. That is definitely something that has been really helping me. So if you struggle with any kind of mental illness or depression as well, that is definitely something that you can do. It will absolutely assist in stopping that wheel of negativity, even within your own mind, if not necessarily outward. So that's it. I really want to get back into these. I want to make sure that I'm kind of back on the ball with making these videos, and I miss doing this. It was really fun, and I want to do at least once a month, if not more. I would like to do 2 videos a month, but unfortunately with my crazy mind right now and the way my schedule is and the way life is, sometimes it's a little bit more of a challenge than not, so we shall see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and never forget, a witch bows to no one, not even the gods. Have a great day, guys.